Because here's what we found, that the biggest trouble we had among the brethren in the church. Now, maybe our biggest trouble was among some of the top men in headquarters who were all playing politics, and each one wanting to gain more. He was simply coveting more power. And there was a conspiracy to get rid of me and have others take over. There was a conspiracy in 1974 for a group. They had a whole group, and there were two evangelists at headquarters that were in on it. And they thought with those two evangelists, one of them in charge of the money. It's just like the one in charge of the money that turned traitor to Jesus, you know, Judas Iscariot. He was in control of the money. You got to look out for the man that's in control of the money. And these men thought they could take over. Well, they didn't. And so they formed a new church and called it the Associated Church of God, and about 35 ministers went out with them and went out from God's church. Now, I tell you, you've got a grapevine here, and Christ says, I am the vine and you're the branches. And maybe there are 35 of those branches that say, well, we're going to cut off and form a new grapevine of our own. Are they still part of the vine? Are they going to still have grapes? You bet your life they won't. No, sir. I tell you, if you get cut off from the church, you're cut off. God is going to marry the church, not going to marry several different churches, all in a hodgepodge of confusion, one believing this and another that, and all disagreeing among themselves. Jesus and God the Father do not disagree. They are together. And the church, as Paul said, as we read in the first chapter when we were studying this book, that we must all speak the same thing. There must be no divisions. God isn't going to marry a divided church. He's going to marry a church that is one. Jesus' prayer was that He would keep us one, even as He and the Father are one. And we've got to be as much one as Christ and the Father are one. And we need to know that.